Let's look at first what is cost of quality. Now, this is the first concept I'm discussing about. When I share the printed notes to you, I'll give some notes on even what is modern business environment, what is this, a small point, but just focus what is cost of quality. Now, what is cost of quality is ensuring that quality is very good. Ensuring that quality is very good. The primary focus is to have the best quality, but not always zero defect. Not always zero defect. For example, I introduced the book to you. When I started, first question when I was explaining example, there was an error, there was a mistake. Mistakes will be there. If I want full perfection, it will take me at least maybe another 2 months, 3 months, 5 months, 6 months to release it, and then also mistakes can be there. That's one point. Second, if I wait for so much time, the value of that product goes down. The value of that product goes down because students are saying, give us book now. If I'm not catering the demand of the student now, someone else will cater it. Someone else is going to cater it. So at some stage, I just completed an AFM batch and I started with an SCPM batch because there were so much of requirements from the student side. If I don't cater to the demand, someone else has to cater to the demand. No, as a customer, you are not going to be saying that, okay, Maruti is not giving a EV vehicle, let's keep permanently waiting for it. So quality is very, very critical. In this, two types of quality cost is there. Cost of good quality, cost of bad quality. We have two types of cost. One is cost of good quality and second is cost of bad quality. What is good quality is to ensure I manufacture good quality product, I have to incur certain cost. I have to incur certain cost to produce or incur what? To ensure I get a good quality product. So cost of good quality is also called as cost of conformance. What is conformance is your quality standards are getting confirmed there. Your quality standards are getting confirmed there. Two types of good quality cost is there. Prevention cost, appraisal cost. Exam question will come from this. They'll tell you to classify the cost. So we have two types here. Prevention cost and prevention cost, appraisal cost. What is prevention cost is cost incurred to ensure defect itself does not happen. Cost incurred to ensure defect itself does not happen. You went to your audit firm. Your audit manager says, let's go for an audit. Before you are put into that audit or when you came, they would have given you some training because you cannot be sounding like a person who doesn't know anything in front of a client. In front of a client, they don't want you to be like a person who doesn't know anything. So prevention cost is to ensure defect does not happen itself. To ensure defect does not happen itself. I'll give quality training, employee training, quality teams, selecting good suppliers, having good machinery, having good environment, everything which is ensured. See, if you have good men, good material, good machine, automatically you are going to get good product. The four factors of production: men, material, machine and money. Money, leave it. Good men, good material, good machines, that will automatically ensure that you get a good quality product. Again, a practical example. Tata Motors spends a lot of its cost on training and development. Tata Motors practically spends huge amount of money on training and development and process improvement initiative. They keep telling employees, you tell how we can improve our processes. They spend a lot of money on it. This is prevention cost. This is prevention cost. What is the purpose of prevention cost? Ensure that defect does not happen. Second category is appraisal cost. Appraisal cost is to continuously check whether defect is happening or not. A company will produce a product. After producing a product, there will be a quality test which will happen. I completed my book. After that, I gave it to one person to go through the book to check whether any mistakes are there. I also personally went 2-3 times, but still mistakes could be there. But appraisal is to check whether defect is there. Practically all types of testing and inspection, all types of testing and inspection will come under the category of appraisal cost. All kind of testing and inspection will come under the category of this appraisal cost. We are checking whether a defect is there or not. Again, a practical example. Infosys, which is an IT company, after you work on your project, any project you're working for a customer, they will do a quality audit. They'll do a testing of your work. There'll be an inspection which is done. All this is before the product goes to the customer. Before the product goes to the customer. It's a tech related product. It's a tech related product. I think some of you would be able to relate to it. When the income tax portal came in initially, there were a lot of gaps which were there, and so a lot of people faced challenges. Ideally, all these things should not happen in front of the customer. These should happen before it is released out in the public domain. That is what Infosys does. Infosys is going to do quality audit, testing, inspection of the work which has happened. So this is a second category of the cost. These two ensures, or these two are called as good quality cost. These two are called good quality cost. Despite doing all this, there can be a bad quality cost. There can be a bad quality cost. What is bad quality? Is cost of non-conformance. Cost of non-conformance. What is non-conformance? Is you are not able to maintain the quality standards. You are not able to maintain the quality standards, and because of this I incur this bad quality cost. We have two categories here: internal failure, external failure. I have two categories of cost: internal failure and external failure. Internal failure is something went wrong. Okay, good, it went wrong, but it is identified within the company. It is identified within the company. Something went wrong and the customer comes and tells back to me. I feel very bad about it, because when customer tells, it's an external failure. When customer tells, it's a external failure. See, purpose of prevention cost. Let's understand this. Purpose of prevention cost is to have no internal failure, no external failure. Purpose of appraisal is to convert an external failure into an internal failure. Convert an external failure into an internal failure, because what you are doing in appraisal is checking whether anything has gone wrong. Moment something goes wrong, it's a failure cost. Moment something goes wrong, it's a failure cost. But what purpose I have is to convert my external failure into an internal failure. Failure is happening, that's okay, but at least let's leave it as internal failure and not the external failure. Maruti Suzuki can have some rework, scrap, downtime, and this is where external failure. Some examples: Samsung India, some warranty claims will come. Maruti Suzuki in 2015 had to recall their vehicle called S-Cross. The vehicle which is purchased by the customer, he's using it, and they say, I'm recalling this because something has gone wrong in that vehicle. Something has gone. In automobile industry, it is very frequent that there will always be multiple recalls which will happen. In fact, most of my examples which you are going to see will be around the automobile industry, because auto industry is one which has completely transformed and completely follows all these techniques which we are discussing. Ranbaxy, which is a pharma company, had to recall back a cholesterol drug. Assume this happens and customer gets to know. I am the customer, I am the patient. I've taken anti-cholesterol drug, and suddenly you say something is wrong in that batch. Something is wrong in that batch. It is maybe a life risk also for me. It is a life risk also for me. And this is an example of external failure. This is an example of external. If every page of my book has a mistake, then that's all, it is gone. My book will not be acceptable to students. Some mistakes here and there also happen. I feel bad about it, but okay, that is somewhere I'm manageable. But if there are too many mistakes happening, we'll get into trouble. So 4 cost: prevention, appraisal, internal failure, external failure. These costs have an inverse relationship. That is, your cost of good and bad have inverse relationship. What is inverse? Is spend more on good quality cost, bad will automatically go down. Spend more on good quality cost, bad will go down. Spend less on good quality cost, bad will go up. go up. Clear? Any doubts on this? This is what this element is all about. We have good quality cost, we have bad quality cost. Let's quickly see examples. Quality is concerned with conformance to specification, ability to satisfy customer expectation. COQ, cost of quality is control or conformance, failure to control or non-conformance, failure to control or non-conformance. There are certain views which are there regarding quality. Higher quality means higher cost. Higher quality means, this is a myth which is there in the market. Higher quality means higher cost. Not necessary. Not necessary, because customer may not be ready to pay for it. Customer is not ready to pay for it. Resultant savings due to improving quality are greater than the cost of improving quality. Again, I'm talking about certain myth, certain are reality also. That is, if you try to improve quality, many a times the benefit which you get would be more than the cost which you pay for improving the quality. If you keep improving the quality, see, benefit does not mean selling price going up. Benefit also means volume going up. No, many customers are ready to buy your product. If customers are ready to buy your product, that is also a benefit only. No. Third is quality cost. This is a very good view. Quality cost are those incurred, in excess of that would have been incurred, if you had performed exactly right the first time. If my employees do perfect work, if my machines do perfect work, where is the need for any quality cost? Where is the need for quality cost? Quality cost is incurred because my people are not able to do exactly right the first time. People are not able to do exactly right the first time. Some examples I'm not discussing, they are self-explanatory. Some examples I'll discuss, but okay, at the end of it, you can just see the MCQs, and anyway, you're going to take up the test. How many of you did your BOS knowledge portal for transfer pricing? Only 4 hands are getting risen. So it is, I had told very clearly that complete that part. It is not going to take much time. I told only 2-3 questions are there in transfer pricing. Please do it along with the class, because you have to write your exams also immediately. I've told very clearly, this subject we are not going to write exam after 3 months or after 6 months, nothing like that. Immediately you're going to write your exam. Now, cost of quality: bad quality or poor quality, good quality, internal failure, external failure, prevention cost, appraisal cost. Some of the examples of prevention cost. Keep reading this. Anything you have a doubt, let me know. This is just for you to read. Anything you have a doubt, you'll have to tell me. Anywhere there is a doubt, let me know. Examples of prevention cost. Examples of appraisal cost. All forms of testing and inspection will come. All forms of testing and inspection is going to come under appraisal cost. Quality. So it depends, friends. So ideally, see, there's one view which says, if you are doing something before manufacturing is going to start itself, before my manufacturing is going to start, I'm going to do some work, then it's like a prevention cost. Something which you are going to do on a recurring basis, then it becomes an appraisal cost. Even you see a term here, testing of new material. Before I buy a new material, I'm testing. It is a prevention cost, because I don't allow that supplier to come to my premises itself, and I do regular inspecting and testing. That becomes a appraisal cost. So it depends on extra information. This is ICI material words, but quality audit can go under the next category. I've answered. Okay, there's a doubt on, it's the same doubt in live online on quality audit. So the quality audit depends, can be prevention, can be appraisal. Logic I've explained you. if you are doing it before any new product is introduced, before any new machinery is purchased, before you start the manufacturing itself, it is a prevention cost. Regular basis you do, it will come under the category of your appraisal cost. Scrap, rework, redesigning, recall, lost sales, returns and allowance, warranties, repairs, product liability, customer dissatisfaction, lost customers share, customer support, everything is an external failure. In fact, if a recall happens, no, if a product recall, if Ranbaxy recall happens, the patient will go to the doctor, don't suggest me this company drug, and then you will talk to 10 different people, tell them also saying that don't buy the product of this company Ranbaxy because they did this in this product, or you will say don't buy cars of Maruti Suzuki, they are doing recalls and all, quality is extremely bad. So it is very very critical, because see earlier and all, if one customer is unhappy, I was not getting impacted because it was not so easy to influence people. Now suddenly a customer is unhappy, he says I'll put a Google review, I'll talk to so many people, I'll update in social media. So because of which quality has become paramount importance. Quality is something which cannot be ignored. Now this quality cost of quality can be expressed in multiple ways. It can be expressed in effort. Effort is number of hours taken. Money or percentage of total cost. You can express it in different ways. Best way is expressing it as percentage of cost. See, last year quality cost to this year quality cost, absolute amount went up, but from a percentage point of view it has gone down. I have doubled my revenues. When I double my revenues, naturally my quality cost may also go up. Quality cost may also go up. So it is better to always express many cost as a percentage rather than expressing it as what, as a absolute amount.